Hey guys, welcome back. So I wanted to do another room tour. Had to show you guys a little bit of the updates that I've been doing lately, and also especially lighting. This light is already known from the Vitrine Master company in the Netherlands. Really cool. And then I have added this 80 centimeter cabinet. It was also in the last video, but this time I've upgraded all the LEDs. So now we have, instead of halogen, we have now EAD lights. And then also LED strips in the other 100 centimeter from SBD. So also, why do I have all these expensive cabinets? Mainly because there's a lot of weight resting. So I always want to make sure that the boards are at least 6 millimeter and up, so that I have a decent sizing. So I have my airstrip. No much updates lately. I finished the lighting in my bunker. Let me turn it on. So that's really cool. Made by a company called, let me look that up. I'll write it in the comments section or in the video text. But very well cool made workshop pack bunker, because I collect mainly workshop pack planes. Little cabin, little couch, of course. And yeah, this by the way is airsoft, so don't worry about it, guys. Other hobby that I have, or at least the hobby that I used to do a lot. So planes wise, I put mainly all the big guys on top. Some rare ones, some of the Dutch liveries. Some new patch walls, so I made little strips of wood on the wall. Also the poster that I have hanging. Another one that I got from the UK, so from the last trips. Some of my planes from my youth. There's also some anime figures from Japan. Something that me and my wife like to collect. These are actually ones that I collected when I was a kid. I remember going on my bicycle to the local toy store where they sell these little Maestos, and I would pick them up with my allowance. It was always very fun. This is one of my smaller cabinets, actually. And this is where I'm getting at with the glass thickness. So IKEA, it's really thin, and then you have some really sturdy glass on the more professional ones. So I have this small one here mainly because for size, because I could fit it in, and it looks cool. So Hobby Masters and Corgis, and even a little Dragon card, a little SEM card. Then other models, mainly one on 72 and a little bit of one on 44. Even a Gemini Aces. Let me know if you ever want a review of this one, guys. It's really cool, really well detailed. Personally, one of my favorites. And then another one from Sky Guardians. Then in the main collection, added, of course, Hello Dottie lately. And then all my Starfighters nicely positioned. Unfortunately, one already is not in the collection anymore. Some chrome ones and some rare ones that people always like. I really need to clean the glass, I see. I had the mix from the last time. I don't need to go into detail in that one, but most of the latest releases I have, at least the ones that I like. This is my favorite part of the collection, the MiG-21s. So I'm a geek for the MiG-21, the Fishbat. Don't know what it is since youth age. I always like these planes. The open nose, the underdog. Also, of course, a little row of MiG-23s in the back. Floggers in this case. All the floggers actually from Hobby Master. So if you ever want to see one, let me know. I'm happy to post it. Then next to that, what I really like, Supersonics from Russia. MiG-25 and MiG-31, little MiG-15s and 17s and so on. Again, some 21s and J9s and J7s. All little planes that I always liked as a kid. And I'm now sticking to collecting, so that adult money problem, as some say. Then some more MiG-25s, a lot of gray and boring boxes. Also the latest release from for Panzerkampf. Both are from Panzerkampf, by the way. This is actually one of the ones that I shoot in for introduction. Fortunately not a hot seller, but I really like them. Then my country sport. So this is my full shelf of Dutch planes, or at least Dutch station planes. Also some 148 scale in there. And then Soestelbeer and also Mustang that I got lately. Later in, Sukhoi 57s. A lot of Sukhois here. MiG-29s, Sukhois from the Russian Knights. and you name it. Then another one that I have a weak spot for, Phantoms. I think most people that collect Hobby Monsters have a weak spot for Phantoms, I've noticed. Always liked them. Also some rare cases in there. And then they have a whole shelf empty still. And then some big guys, some F111s and so on. Also another Phantom from Greece. But I still need to figure out what to do with this shelf here. I'm not sure yet because it's quite low and you cannot really see any detail. If you would ask me for displaying, from here on it becomes quite useless. So this one is still visible, but the bottom becomes really hard. As you can see, it's hard to see your planes. So the eye catchers are really from row 1 to the second last row. Don't go further than that. Little piece of art that my wife made for me from, I don't remember, diamond painting or something. But it's really cool detailed. Some helicopters. So the ones that we did the latest review on with budget versus expensive. So we have some Corey, some Amercom, you name it. From really cheap to like really expensive, so really cool. Then Armor has some armor vehicles from all over the world, and also some different H types. Pinza. Of course Vulcan, hard to display. Then a lot of Sukhois, and also Russian type vehicles in other countries. S-band radar, a really shitty model by the way, don't recommend buying it. It should have an electric motor, but it's not really working properly. Then some Sukhois. Again, even a little Raptor. Why a Raptor? You need to have one in your collection. Milhind, I wish I had more of these, the Panzerkampf ones. They're really cool, well detailed, magnetized. Highly recommend them for you guys. That's another of my favorites. Sukhoi 24s. From Caliber Wings all. I made a separate stand and display and a shelf completely for them. Really cool models, guys. If you ever want one, I recommend it. I need to figure out when to do a review of one of these, but let me know which one you would pick in the comments. Feel free. Then some more experimental type jets or stealth types. So of course the F-117s, Grey Dragon, and then the Stars and Stripes one. Century Wings SR-71, really cool type plane, recommend it. This one was after for a while, Sukhoi 47, really cool. I put 2 non-experimental in there, 2 Eurofighters, because I really couldn't find a good spot to put them. So I put them here for now. MiG-31, the 08, and some U-2 spy planes, one from NASA and one from the normal Army, or Air Force, sorry. So Sukhoi 25s and 35s, even a little 27 at the end. I've been trying to play a little bit with the missiles in that one. Again, some brands mixed together. As I said, I'm always trying to display in 2 layers. I even have some Space Led in that corner. And a small airstrip with all the modern Ukrainian jets with current conflicts and so on. And also some trucks that are with it, some Polish and Russian and you name it trucks. Even a Flanker 33. Not a really decent brand, but it's fun that the wings can fold on this one. Then we have, as you guys saw from the last review, I've put an F100 in between for now. Some US Navy planes. Then some more Vietnam era planes. And also one helicopter, by the way. Some Warthogs, some F100s. I still need to find a better spot for this, but I can already tell you there's a new display coming in soon. Some UK, Royal Air Force, and some other brands. Just some things that I'm mixing a little bit right now. Then some World War II era, so I have some Junker 88s and some Heinkel's 111s. Also some experimental ones, which I always liked, from Luft-X. So really well detailed and cool, even a 2-seater. These are some of my planes that I have a hard time displaying. So I have one of the double MiG-25s, the deflectors. Got it for cheap with a friend of mine. Super happy still with it, so yeah. And also from Myrtle Beach to A10, I still need to find a good spot for that one. Some F-18s, also a Starfighter, a spare, and then one more F-15. Then I have some armor, of course. Even a little V2 rocket, really well detailed. Some World War I planes, another Vulcan with the flap out, mainly for display. Yeah, some water planes and some cheaper World War II planes. Then World War I. This is something I started a little bit later and I'm still enjoying it, by the way, but it's not something that I'm going into too deep. Some more World War II, the big ones from Corgi, Dragon and Steel. And another one's really cool, little coin, some shuttles, some things that I like to collect. Then where I keep my spare parts for my planes, if I have them. By the way, special guy in my life, mainly put me into this hobby, so still grateful for that. And some ammunitions that I have of antis, but all dummies, not real. Then some more armor up top. And then here also has some more planes, 2 helicopters that I used to work on, that I got from a previous company that I used to work for. A big MiG-15, 1/18 scale. It's a toy actually, but I really like the details on these. Some Sabres and some F5s. Even Saudi Arabian one. And then Skyhawks, of course, on F2. Some Vampires, I have a weak spot for those. These were all the releases actually from Corgi. I had luck finding them all in one stroke. Some T-33s, also really like those older jet types. Yeah, another lot of jets here. Some Deltas. Another shelf that's empty for now. Special shelf for Thunderbolt planes. Yeah, the drone carrier that we did last time. And even some helmets. And then I have a few more planes, World War II here. So Junkers. Up to big guys from the RAF from World War II. Even some seaplanes and B-17s and so on. Continuing on this video, so also downstairs I have some planes and a bigger cabinet that I own. One on 32 scale Dauntless and also one on 32 scale Mustang and of course Messerschmitt. Then 2 Focke-Wulfs, 148 scale Spitfire and Mustangs, and even one signed, and a Thunderbolt Concorde, because yeah, cool from Lego that they made one. Japanese waterplane. Minesweeper, even Junkers, one of my recent purchases, at least that I got for free. That's some work that needed to be done. Some more 1/48 scales, Franklin Mint, Corgi, and then Hobby Master in the middle here, and of course some figurines that I just mentioned. And then another one here from Franklin Mint, NASA, Starfighter, Hobby Master, Hawker, BA, and then Eurofighter Typhoon from Corgi.